Hey, you already know how the fuck we rocking. It's the Bad for the Community podcast. It's Young Rob. I got St. Yves to my right.
What's poppin'?
I got Johnny Wave back. You recovered from that chip challenge, bro?
Yeah, but my asshole.
Yo, what the fuck, nigga?
Yo, it ain't been the same since.
Well, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, something like that.
We'll get back to that. Hold up. And then we got my man, my OG, Nomso to the left right here. Thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Make sure you talking to that mic, bro.
Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yo, back to the chip shit, right? Because niggas seen the way I was going down bad, and they thought this shit is light. They thought like, oh, I could try that. Let me send me the link to the chip. And they think it's sweet. They think shit is sweet. Please tell them. Yo, y'all was there. Tell them how that chip really was, bro.
I mean, nigga, you went outside. I'm gonna say that.
No. Yo,
where
my
you
nigga,
went out?
you act like we didn't see the box. The box, like every step and round,
Nigga,
like they
I
said,
was there with you. I did it
experienced
too.
that shit.
I did it too. I'm just saying, out of all of us, you went out the worst.
I think because I threw up. But, hey, man.
Peace for yourself.
No. But because I threw up, I ain't have to, like, shit the bed. You feel me? Like, y'all niggas.
I did not do that.
I don't know.
I think it was only him.
Niggas was saying, like, they pee was burning.
Oh, yeah. I'm not.
That's a different type of chip.
Wasn't me. That's all I know. Wasn't me.
Yo, but, hey, so who really went out? Nah, I did go outside, but that shit was, try it for yourselves. If y'all really think, like, that shit was, like, it's on Amazon, go get it, and let me record yourselves. Like, let me laugh. Let me get a laugh at y'all.
See, and I saw that on YouTube. I saw that. I just wanted to ask y'all, is there any lingering effects after that, bro? Because like I said, I saw y'all going through it, except my man's over there. He didn't really go through it.
Yeah,
like
Nate
that.
is different.
Hey, that's different. That's a different.
Yeah, no funny shit.
Oh, yeah, Nate in the room, by the way. He gonna jump in here, though.
But I was just wondering. I'm like, dog, I don't know how y'all put yourselves through that.
For the sake of
not knowing
entertainment,
if
bro.
It's gonna keep going later. That's my thing. It's like if there's any lingering effects like that you don't even want to talk about.
Nah.
I got to the crib. My stomach was hurting for a little bit. You know, I was trying to lay down and shit. I couldn't lay down comfortably. But after that, I was kind of straight. No bullshit. You know?
For sure.
Yeah, once I got to the, like, after I threw up, I was cooling. Well, hey, you feel me? But nah, I wasn't prepared for the stomach. Like, the way my stomach was feeling, I wasn't prepared for that. That shit was the worst. But we came back, we recovered from that, and now we here to talk about the most important thing that everybody...
Wait, pause. You know what's crazy, though?
What's up?
Now I'm seeing mad videos of that shit.
Because we started the trend.
Bro, I went on YouTube, mad recommended, boom, 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 all a week ago.
Yeah, they seen it.
All a week ago.
They seen you.
All a week ago.
They still in sauce.
Yeah.
Posted that shit and then boom, I seen a couple do it. I seen football players doing that shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
And you know, it was nuts. Like, we the original plan was to have, like, just like that whole episode was going to be a challenge episode type shit. Like, everybody, and we might still have that, you know? But we was going to do the crate challenge. We was going to do this challenge. We going to do, like, all types of stupid shit, bro, just for the sake of entertainment. And that shit was enough for its own episode.
I think Birdo's reaction was probably top 5 I seen, because I did see all that stuff after y'all, though. They took y'all sauce. I saw somebody dead ass eat the chip while he was in the whip and get out of the whip, like, into traffic, bro. He's like, I'd rather get hit by a car than have this in my stomach anymore, bro. That shit was funny.
I seen a nigga eat 5 of them.
5?
Yeah, nigga ate 5, bro.
Was he white?
That nigga don't love him.
Nigga.
Was it nigga?
He don't love himself.
Yeah.
He don't love himself.
This nigga Nate.
It's simple. Like, even Nate, who survived it with no water for a minute, like, he's even shaking his head. That's
I
crazy.
didn't even ask him when I came in here. I went over to the paper towels. I wanted to make sure I beelined away from that box. Y'all still got the box over
Yeah,
there.
facts.
And I was like, I refuse to even touch it. Even with my hoodie, no way. I'm good.
Yeah,
Said that.
there's some remnants, like, remnants chilling over there. But nah, let's get straight to it. Like, we know why we here. You know, the most important shit that happened this week that everybody's talking about that you can't avoid is the Kanye drop and the Drake drop. And obviously, you know, we didn't get a chance to talk about Donda yet because when we recorded our episode, he dropped the next day. And then Drake had dropped last Friday. So without further ado, we got to talk about this because weeks before this, prior to this, we was asking everybody if they dropped at the same time, who you bumping? And everybody had their different answers. I feel like most people said Drake though, right?
Yeah, majority, no bullshit.
I know Johnny said Drake.
You did?
I'm bumping first?
No, yeah,
Really?
yeah. I feel like when we asked you like who you
No.
bumping first, you said
Yay.
you said yay.
Of course I said yay.
You wasn't. You look, dog. I remember you like really championing for.
I don't think he'll
for
say
Drake.
that, bro.
Really?
Johnny would not say that.
Come on, man.
Are you a Drake fan?
I'm a yay fan.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see what
must have
side
got
you
the
gonna be on.
the wrong wave, man. I don't know, man.
Okay, all right. What about you? You said you were gonna listen to Ye first.
Yes.
I said I was gonna listen to Drake first. No, wait. I think I did say I was gonna listen to Ye first, off the strength that I knew it was gonna be different. But doesn't mean that I necessarily was thinking that I was gonna enjoy it more. But just because I know what to expect from Drake, you know, compared to Ye.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
how about you? Before this,
I really wasn't like picking a side. Honestly, it was whatever was gonna hit
closer.
my app. It was whatever was gonna hit my Apple first, bro. That's it. I really look into Apple. Whatever shows up first, I'm a grab that. But obviously, I'm gonna listen to both. And if I could, before I knew that it was like the projects were so long, I probably would have tried to bang them out in the same day, even though that's not advised. But I'd probably try to do
Yeah.
that.
But which one you clicking on first?
I think I probably would have did. I think at the time I was thinking about the Ye, just for the simple fact, man, this man was rebuilding his house. Bro,
Yeah, the rollout was
bro,
crazy.
like, I gotta see what he's gonna talk about. He set himself on fire, bro. Like, I have to see what this man is about to rap about for sure.
But to be fair, though, I think we also said that before the whole listening parties happened.
We was asking that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he's about to say.
After the listening party, it's like, well, I probably would have listened to Drake first at that point because like I already heard the music.
I think I would have still
That
stuck
makes
with
sense.
Ye because I didn't really tune into it, but I understand like if you felt that way, and if only I knew that the rollouts were gonna tell me exactly what the albums were gonna give me. I feel like the rollouts are a perfect representation of what those albums were, but you know I don't think there's any reason to like wait on it. Which one did y'all enjoy more?
Right? We
Nah,
going right
get
into
right
it?
to, because then we can break it
Right
down
into
further.
it.
But like we just gotta hit them right here. You feel me?
I thought that would have been like the final points.
Yeah,
It's like, all
final,
right,
like-
so which one
Nah.
is better after all the back and forth? We get into it, fine, fuck it. I still think Donda got it, bro. No bullshit.
Okay. And we've had a couple days to sit on
I'm gonna
this.
be honest with you. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Certified Lover Boy, it's a good album. I'm not an advocate. I'm not the biggest Drake fan, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna still say I'm a fan. I
Yeah.
tap into all his music. I listen to every drop, all that. How am I gonna say I'm not a fan? I do all that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But it wasn't anything crazy. It's just a good selection of songs that sound good in the car, maybe in a party, whatever, but it's not anything substantial. You feel me?
I hear you.
I don't know. I feel like Donda, at least, I may not listen to it as much, but it's an experience.
Valid.
You feel me?
Johnny.
I think you guys already know the answer, but it's not because I'm just a Kanye fan. I'm gonna die on this hill of always saying, "Oh, I'm just always gonna pick Kanye, whatever it is." Honestly, I think Donda does not sound like Donda.
Nigga said Donda.
Donda does not sound like any of his other previous albums, and I can't say that for the same thing for Drake. COB to me sounds like I've heard it before. It's a repetition. I don't have it documented, but I was already like telling people like, "Oh, the formula that Drake's gonna come with it," and it was predictable. That's the thing about Drake. It was predictable.
Repetitive can be like two different ways though, because then you can have repetitive where it's repetitively bad, or it could be on like some LeBron James shit where he's MVP every.
That's
No,
different.
No,
I
he's
know
got
what
to
he's trying to
clarify
say. I know what he's
because
trying to
what
say. I know
happens
what he's
is
trying to say.
with LeBron James, he's the number one player every year, but people get tired of voting for him to be MVP because they want new storylines. Like you kind of like become normalized to his greatness. And I'm not saying that's this thing with Drake, but I'm just asking to clarify, like repetitive in a bad way.
Repetitive in a bad way.
Okay. All right. Here
I think it's repetitive because he's not inspired. He has nothing to talk about.
we'll talk about it.
I think Donda was better. You feel me? I think musically it was better. It was long, and like he said, it was an experience, and I think you said it as well. Like it's more of an experience, and yeah, at times there was like a little bit like scatterbrain. You know how Kanye is. Like he'll do a whole lot, but at the end of the day, like especially when he got into a pocket, there was like a groove in that album where like 5-6 songs straight through. It's just
You were telling me that, yeah.
musically
I think it starts with fucking 24.
yeah, something like that.
You said from
No, from Believe What I Say to 24 to Remote Control to Moon.
like
Crazy.
It's just like
crazy
and
sequence.
it's just like a voyage of just musicality, that shit, the clarity of it, everything, and all his features was going crazy. They were sliding. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like so,
I agree.
that I didn't see that in CLB. Like there was some highlights because I'm not gonna just knock it OD, but like Kanye's highlights consistently into what they like elevated the sound to, I had to give him the nod. So I'll give it to Donda on that one. And it's not just because I got Yeezys on and all that.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Y'all niggas is right. Yo, what? You were surprised by my answer?
Yes.
Why?
And it's funny that he said he was right. Like you was the final to say that, bro.
Nah, no bullshit, right?
But no. But it's because I feel like people would expect me to cape for Drake because I'm a big Drake fan. I can't lie about that. You know, I grew up to that shit. But I'm also not a blind Drake fan. I got expectations for that nigga. Whether you think you should be setting expectations on somebody's projects or not. But frankly, for the same reason y'all felt like Donda musically as an album is a work of art. You know, whether like you say, it's scattered brain, it's a little bloated, it could be, you know, but it's an experience nonetheless. And you can't say that it sounds like anything else. I didn't listen to Jesus is King, but I doubt like it combined the gospel elements of it with everything that the features brought to Donda. And then when you got, you know, Certified Lover Boy, like you said, you picked the right words. It's a good collection of music. It's actually a bad album. It's a good collection of music.
I want to say it's bad.
No, it's a bad.
It's not bad.
I'm gonna tell you why
feel me?
it's a bad album, bro. Because as like an album's got to have themes to it. You feel me? Like this whole year, this man's running with this Certified Lover Boy persona. Nigga been shaving like hearts into his heads, bro. Had the trailer where like nigga was showing us like flashes and nothing was the same. Take care. Like he set these expectations, and then what do we get? We get this emoji nasty ass fucking album cover, bro.
I still don't get that.
That's
no bullshit. I don't know.
To what he said, like I understand that too, because again, I've low-key fixed my, because like some people will read an album title, right, and still expect something different. Like when I heard Certified Lover Boy was the album title, I was already like prepared for it to possibly be a lot of R&B, which I wasn't gonna.
I wouldn't have been mad about.
I thought
like,
that too.
People like, hold up, my whole shit's messed up. You see how that goes? Hold on.
Nah, no, and that's what I was thinking, that he was gonna dig deep into this Certified Lover Boy persona, and like I wouldn't be mad, bro, if he just gave us songs for the shorties, or like he really dug into like his like
some baby making music type shit.
Yeah,
I'm
babies,
hit.
and like
you know,
to go
and then
with
just for him to just give us. It's not even, I can't even say it's the same old, because it sounds like it's trying to be the same old, but it's kind of like it's like
it's safe,
when you get
bro.
dinner, bro, from a restaurant, and then the next day you try to put it back in the microwave like it's gonna be heat like the last time, but it's not.
Bro, he went with the safe route. Like he goes with the safe, because it get back to that LeBron effect type thing where it's like he has to cater to too many audiences. Like he has to, because when you're the main guy, you're the main guy. Like for all the knocks of like who should probably be put up on that pedestal, like for him, Drake like really buys into that. I'm a face of whatever you want to call it, whether the rap game, the NBA, whatever you want to call it. So he tries to touch that trap pocket. He tries to touch the R&B pocket. He tries to touch that little bit of lyrical pocket. He tries to expand to everybody, right? And even gets away from his own self in terms of, if you started the Certified Lover Boy and you had, like he said, the heart in your head, right? And we was already going to give you the pass on saying Certified Lover Boy. That's a whole nother thing. They gave him a pass on that.
That's a nasty
with
title.
The cut, and the cut started growing in. He kept doubling back on the cut. That's crazy. For a year, he had that heart and no one said nothing. You feel me? That album was supposed to been dropped. So, like, I think it was poorly executed because he got, like, too caught up in everything else that was going on, too.
And I'm happy you made that point, too, because I feel like, and I had mentioned this before, like, the difference between the two of them is I feel like Kanye at least is making music for himself and he's sharing it with the world versus Drake, who it's
He's making it for the
people
world.
are, you feel me?
And, I'm not gonna lie, your point, I gotta disagree. That's bullshit to me, bro. Because when he's saying that you gotta cater to all these people, I think when you're as big as Drake,
I didn't say he has to.
He doesn't
I
have
said
to,
that's
but
what he does.
tries
no.
to.
And I think that's the issue because
That
he
is the
doesn't.
issue,
He
yeah.
doesn't.
How do you disagree with his point?
Oh no, because I'm thinking he's saying that he has to cater.
He doesn't have
no,
to,
okay.
yeah.
But he feels the need to, and I don't know why. Because you're the number one. Like he's.
But we've been new. Drake's a
he's
very
done that
insecure.
testing.
He's a
Mr.
very
Popular. He wants
insecure
to be-
person.
Yeah, he wants
No,
to be
but the thing
guy,
is, he's
bro.
tested us
He wants to be
before,
liked.
bro. Drake is like dropped mid just to be like, yo, y'all gonna eat this shit up. Regardless, he
Yeah.
knows that niggas is gonna eat whatever he puts out.
Yeah.
So why not just completely do you and push boundaries?
But that's him. Him is, I'm going to hit every pocket mediocrely if I want to, and you're going to eat it. So I'm going to hit trap
That's terrible.
because I could do it. And no bull, like Drake wanted to be who he is and like be accepted and all that. Like, bro, the perfect example, he'll go to Jamaica and be with some shatas, like, and be in there and speaking patois and doing all that
Mm-hmm.
just because he can and because he could get it off. And he's going to always try to get those things off because we've allotted him that like space to do so, which is kind of crazy, but he feels like he has to keep.
But the problem is when you're beefing with a nigga, bro, there's no room for you to be dropping some mid shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like when you
it's
can't
like-
be dropping shit, then it's like, yo, it actually doesn't even compare to your shit.
That was the crazy part.
You had
Because
the head drop.
The way he was laughing, on the Instagram
me?
story,
Yeah.
like they dropped the location. He's laughing. He looks so cool. Like he knows he got some heat on
I'm
him.
thinking,
And
damn,
the
this
mi-
shit about to
But
fucking
here's the
clap
thing,
Donda. Like this shit about to go
thought-
crazy.
the
And
rollout
I'm
was
listening to it.
minimal
I'm
as
like,
fuck,
damn,
bro.
Because he really, that's again, it goes back to Drake got caught in himself. He thought he had some heat. It's like when you
It's just
when you put on a fit, you walk out the door.
He had me.
And
I'm
somebody
gonna
told
say
you,
that
"Hey,
he had
bro,
me.
that ain't
I
it, bro."
believed him.
Huh?
I believed him.
you.
I believed him. You feel
Then
me?
after-
Like,
no, I stopped believing it when I found out that that there was like a last minute change because Drake don't usually do that. Like I
Yeah,
saw
he said, like,
something
24 bars left. Yeah.
He had like there was a last minute change.
You could tell that was 7
And,
a.m. bridal.
like-
7 a.m. and bridal.
And that
likely.
rollout and the rollouts usually be like pristine, and like the fact like that he allowed the haircut to come back and it looked weird and it looked different. He was pushing back the album a bunch of times. OBJ started tweeting out the album.
Yeah.
Like it was just it didn't seem like a Drake rollout. So I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah, if you compare it to like Scorpion, bro. Scorpion had God's plan. Nice for what? Whether you like it or not. I'm upset. These shits is hitting, the billboards for weeks, number one. And he had this super minimal rollout. The only thing this nigga had was the billboards in every city. And as cool as that concept kind of was, you just gave us the
I
same
mean, now, to be
feature.
fair though, he's an artist who doesn't need a rollout no more.
No.
Beyonce doesn't.
But you
need a
can't
rollout.
keep it that
Beyonce
cool, bro, and not
Beyonce could
deliver.
tweet right now. Album midnight, boom.
But he paid. I
That's
think
it.
that goes against to what like he was saying in terms of like the beef shit. I think he played into the beef too much, where it's like
Way too much.
Because here's the thing. Kanye is literally setting himself on fire and doing the most.
Yeah, that shit.
Being so
And no one
confident-
talked about that.
Yeah, no.
I was like, yo, this nigga's
that's
on
what-
fire.
That's why I was like, yo, what you will do to sell records. And so that is, again, that contrast makes you feel like Drake is sitting on some heat because he don't feel like he has to do
any of that.
build a house
Yeah,
to
I'm
have y'all buy my stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he got
bro.
You
overly
can see the numbers. The
confident.
numbers, like, speak
And
for
like he said,
themselves.
the contrast of Kanye super serious. It was all religion. It was his family, da-da-da. Drake took the route, was like, okay, if that's your lane that you're going to do, I'm going to do this little jokey. I'm going to play with it, and I'm going to make you look, because it already looked like Kanye was pressing because Kanye had all this stuff to say about Drake, and people didn't really hear what Drake was
I
saying.
think they're
about
both
him.
pressing.
Yeah, but I'm saying the
Yeah,
optic
this-
looked like it was like
Beef is
Kanye
corny as hell.
making the beef. Like he's like, yo, the emoji stuff and all that type of stuff. It was a lot of Kanye. The narrative was Kanye, even though we don't know the actual reality of the stuff. But so Drake played into that and was like, okay, this guy is the one that's doing all this stuff. Let me fall back. Let me put out a video. I'm laughing a little bit. I'm just doing my little thing. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah, that
that's,
nigga's an actor
and that's
for
an
real.
issue that he fell for twice. Because let me like not get it twisted, bro. It's a Drake album. There's always gonna be good songs, bro. Like there's always gonna be great songs that like you listen to a couple of times over and you're like, yo, I fuck with this. And you're gonna add it to your playlist. There's some songs I got that I added to the playlist, but that shit could have been 10 songs shorter and it would have been way better. You know what I mean? And
They would've
Drake
saved it.
made the same mistake that he did with Scorpion by making a bloated ass album. And then the second mistake he made that was similar to Scorpion is that he he allowed beef to change the course of his album. Because just like Scorpion, I don't think CLB was supposed to sound like that. You know what I mean? Because you seen the Way Too Sexy video that he had in the cut. He was ready to drop that. You know, that's been planned for a minute. You seen the whole Certified Lover Boy. You seen the direction that he went into and accomplished maybe 50% of that vision. And then he allowed the rest of it to just be derailed by the Kanye beef. Compared to Kanye, yeah, he's doing the little theatrics off the music, but then in the music, he's not even addressing Drake. Compared to Drake giving him a whole song, and who even knows how many bars were attached to Kanye. That nigga's pressed, bro. He did the same shit with the Pusha T.
Yeah, he
beef,
was
bro.
mentioning Drake,
and it
a little
dates
bit
the
too,
album.
but he didn't say his name, huh?
But the thing about Drake is like he will go out and say, "Oh, I don't get phased by shit. This, that, and the third." And then he does it. I'm
And then
like,
he be
so what
phased
is
as
it?
hell.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, but here's the catch-22 about a fan, because people, we don't buy in that cool shit either. Because it's like, okay, Drake be like, oh, I'm too cool. I'm not phased by it, right?
Damn,
but we're all humans too.
Like, niggas is really hating on Drake right
No,
now.
I'm not. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to shoot him some bail where it's like, I'm not mad at him for, bro. If you keep poking at the bit, no, and that what he did was he really just flexed up. Like a lot of his bars was on some flexed up shit. And Kanye, the knock that people have for Kanye's Donda, right, was like, this is an album called Donda. It's about his mom. He was getting his shots off as well, bro. And an album about his mom, he was getting shots off. It's just you didn't hear him say Drake.
Big
he was
GD,
saying
nigga.
Big GDs, bro. Big GDs in the dough. Come on, bro. Like, and that's what people's knock, because they were like, some people wanted it to be Donda all the way through.
And even then, that's a question if that really was a tribute to his mom or more just on some like gospel shit combined with.
You saw Andre 3000?
I mean, bro, like,
yeah, no. That Andre 3000 song would have been perfect for the album. But then Ye just fucked it up by.
He never released it. That's the thing.
I know.
And it's more so fucked up on Drake's side because look, if it wasn't released, if it wasn't on the project, we can't really say for what it is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in my honest opinion, I feel like Ye would have put that out without the Andre verse and shit, and say like, I'm just sticking to this this beat, the sample, and go and talk my shit to Drake. That's it.
Yeah.
how did Drake get that shit anyways?
That's
Who on Kanye's team is playing both sides? Like, what the fuck?
Come on. I mean, clearly that nigga got friends in the industry. And yo, speaking of that, bro, and that's that.
Oh wait, off that though, I feel like also
What's up?
the features. A lot of the songs did better than his actual performance. Future did better than him in both songs, in my opinion.
Let's talk about that because I do want to talk about like
I also
the
think
difference
too
of
much
how the
Futures sometimes. I'm sorry.
we gonna get that. Well, no, I want to.
I fuck with Future.
I really-
I can't. I'm not mad about it.
Look at, again,
No. We don't talk about the future.
Yeah.
I mean the features because they shared a lot of the same features. So we
That's
gonna
my
get to
guy.
that. But what I wanted to say, especially with Johnny's point, the reason I like you're saying like, oh, we sound like we hating. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This ain't acceptable. I'm a Drake fan. That shit's not acceptable. You need to do better, bro, because this shit is recycled as fuck because you don't even sound like the reason why we even fuck with you in the first place is you come off relatable. You come off like mad transparent and now you're coming off like you're recycling the same shit and you don't actually mean the things you say. You got a song called No Friends in the Industry and all the fucking features are the biggest rappers in the game,
I gotta push back on you,
How
bro.
was that No Friends in the
my
Industry?
That could just be business.
How you gonna say you're not phased?
That song
you
slap.
feeding into the
That
beef,
song
bro.
slap. That song
It's
slap,
not about
by the way.
It's not about if it slaps. I'm talking about mean what you say.
Well, okay, we're not gonna do that because first of all, Drake was being like I said, I'm not gonna do the Drake hate on this joint because like I said, there was some joints on there and all that. And for me, if we're gonna hold Drake to the standard of say what you mean, all right, Kanye be saying stuff that he's not meaning, right? And or he's doing things. Hold
we
on,
know Kanye is bipolar.
Okay, now we shooting bail off the mental health.
No.
Okay,
But
I
I'm saying
understand
that there's a reason for that. Drake is just like it sounds like he's saying shit just to say it because it sounds cool.
But
compared to a Kanye, is like okay,
But-
he genuinely like
but
be
for
going
the-
back and forth.
But there's parts in that album where Drake is in his bag where he's on his sensitive stuff. You're highlighting the stuff that you really don't like because I know how you be too. Like the stuff that you don't like,
I'm gonna highlight the
is
shit
gonna
that
be in front of your face regardless. So it's like whatever you expecting from Drake, right? The minute he does this shit that you hate that he does, that's all you're gonna be
I don't
fixated
think
on.
that's true,
because
because I wanted this to be a great album, bro.
I
wanted
understand
it to,
that,
bro.
but what I'm saying, but that gets in front of the fact that, okay, what you just complained about in terms of transparency, there's transparent parts in that album.
For sure.
When you're talking about his relatability, right? sometimes we also champion him for being like, yo, puff your chest up a little bit, because if you're trying to get to that status and you talking that talk, sometimes that flex talk that he does is up there with the best of them. Hove be flexing sometimes.
And I agree. And I love that shit.
Sound icy a little bit.
I don't love it on Certified Lover Boy.
No, for sure.
Because it doesn't fit the theme, bro. You know, it just sounds like you just hanging on to the same tropes. And like, I really don't want to come off like I'm hating. There's some songs I really do like on here that, like I said, I added to the playlist. But it's just that ever since Views, Drake's been doing this thing with 20 plus songs, and I understand why you do it because of the streaming numbers and everything. But it gets to a point that people are going to stream your shit regardless. Yo, actually try to make... And I thought this was going to be a legacy play, and that's why I'm disappointed, because I'm thinking like, yo, you've done all the numbers. You broke all the records. You feel me? Why not give an album that like niggas can't deny? Because it just seems that Certified Lover Boy, everything with just the cover too, it seems so short-sighted. You feel me? Like, is he really thinking like, yo, 10 years from now, decades from now, when they line up my discography with the rest of them, how's it gonna hold up? You got Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views, and then you got a fucking emoji cover, bro, and then an album that's just as bloated as Scorpion was, as Views was. I was talking to you about Dark Lane demo tapes being a better project than this.
And to go back to that, the only reason that people was thinking that this was supposed to be like an end-all, be-all type album was just because what it's presented with. Because when he first announced the Certified Lover Boy, to me, it was already a gimmick album. When he first said it, look, and it's a gimmicky
just
play.
Off of the title.
Yeah, exactly. Way before, like, because before we even knew about the Kanye beef to the extent it is now, he announced that he was going to do a Certified Lover Boy album, and the first thing I thought, this is an R&B gimmick type thing, we didn't know Donda was even a thing at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because everything that happened with Donda, we created this album to be something that it initially wasn't supposed to be. Because when he first announced that, it was a gimmick, bro. Because he's like, yo, people be calling Drake the R&B guy, let's make an album like that. Right?
I would have loved that. I would have loved him to play that, like play the ironic ass. And that's when Way Too Sexy comes on. That's not for me. But I fuck with it in the sense of that it fits. Like, this sounds like this was originally going to be like what Certified Lover Boy was going to be.
But you feel what I'm saying? The only reason that these harsh critiques now is because the timing of which now this is happening is like Kanye's...
It's going to be forever tied to Donda.
Kanye has been working on Donda way before Drake had announced that Certified Lover Boy. Because this was his like...
Is that the case?
Yeah, because...
I really feel like that nigga did all that shit in Mercedes-Benz Stadium,
24, they showed a clip today.
Yeah.
24 was already a song in like 2019, 2018 type
You have
shit.
to think about it.
This is 24 about Kobe.
I feel like the majority of the
Isn't
album.
24 about Kobe?
No, 24 is not about Kobe.
It's not. Nah.
You sure?
Nah.
It's not like a little tribute.
I mean, everything
I
that's
don't know.
24,
I don't know.
Why,
All I'm saying is,
why is it titled 24?
I don't know.
24 hours in a day, bro.
That nigga worship God 24 hours.
It sounded like a to me like kind of like a tribute, not directly.
Well,
not directly.
Well, the whole album's a tribute, so I guess you could like connect it whether it's gonna be to Donda or
it's
to
inspired, at least inspired by. But
And to go back to that, all I was saying is that like, because Kanye's mom had passed and he's already been thinking about making this type of album for her for a very long
she's
time.
passed since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Exactly, but the way Kanye creates, right? He's been trying. He's a perfectionist. He kept trying to scrap it and keep doing whatever. It's been an inclination in his head for this whole time, right? CLB, knowing how Drake go with the wave, right? So Drake's probably like, yo, at one point he's like, I'm gonna make a Certified Lover Boy. Even how he said it, bro, I was like, when I first heard that, I'm like, this is a gimmick album, but I get it. But then we find out the actual beef with Kanye. Then we find out these dates is coming. And now we're seeing Kanye, because what he's actually about to create. We like, yo, you have beef with this guy and he's about to create a masterpiece? Where you at, Drake? What you doing? But Drake already had that in already, like, this gimmick album was already
stuck
started.
with it. Because now I gotta ask, what angle is Drake going in this album? When you guys are listening to this album, what do you get at? Like, what's the theme of it? Like, what does this mean? You feel me? Like, what is
it's
it?
fast food to me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Niggas compared this shit to McDonald's. It's cheap, it's consistent, and it gets a lot of
Where
sales.
you see that at?
YouTube comments.
That's what it sounds like. I did not see that.
No, but they said like I see it. McDonald's is one of the most successful corporations, in the world, billions of dollars, they get mad sales, but the food isn't shit. It's just, you know what to expect from McDonald's.
It's a safe bet. Like I said, this is a safe album. This is safe, bro.
And
Drake's not gonna.
Drake shouldn't be safe at this point in time, bro.
He's not gonna. He's not.
But to me, in my opinion, I don't think this is safe. First off, I want to say that he had dropped
How's
on my
it not,
birthday.
bro?
Hold up,
It's
I want
dumb
to say
safe.
he dropped on my birthday, so I kind of wish for this downfall because it's about time we get this man's out, right?
He's mad Drake took his
Honestly,
spotlight.
Honestly, and look, honestly, I wanted to hurt Drake, not because I hate him.
Yo,
No, listen. No, I want it. Listen, I want it.
That nigga's a human being.
I want it to hurt Drake because, not because I hate him, but because I want him to get humbled.
Yeah.
To the fact that,
I get it.
all right, you keep on feeding us fast food, you're gonna get the sales, right? But critically, and with your art, we're not liking it. Majority
This is
of people
2
are not
times
liking it.
now.
Exactly.
Scorpion had terrible reception.
But I don't think Scorpion actually got, he didn't.
Nah, niggas.
No,
was
I don't.
saying, Yo,
no,
this
no.
is not.
I'm
good.
I'm sure they did. But with in my feelings blowing up with all the number ones he was having, nonstop, that was number 1 too.
God's plan, yeah.
Bro,
facts.
everything was working out. He had hits, but I feel like with this one, especially niggas saying.
So would you say this is
Donda-
worse than Scorpion?
No, and that's just because
I think it might be because some people, for the people that you said was killing it, some people was championing a specific side of Scorpion because that was a double disc. So some people don't even realize that the whatever, the part that they didn't like, whatever, that's not the one they even cared for. They stayed on whatever they, to
It's
them,
like a
that was a good
deluxe.
out. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Going off of that, right? I'm hearing myself. This shit throwing me off. But at least Scorpion, even after the singles that we heard, there was hidden gems like what? After Dark,
Yeah, no,
Final
for sure.
Fantasy. You had Jaded. Shit
Jaded
like
is
that.
amazing.
No single for CLB.
No,
And nothing that stands out to me that's on the same level of those songs.
hold up, real quick.
What's up?
One, that's why I was like, I don't know what this might age. This might age like cottage cheese. This might age badly because no, I'm saying what we're saying right now because this is still fairly because Mark.
Did we know that Jaded was gonna be Jaded until after?
I love Jaded.
I thought niggas knew the moment they heard this
but
shit.
it
This
hit
is a
even
dope
harder
song.
when you found out who it was about.
But think about it. Back to that album. That album was a huge body of work, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people off initial reactions like, I'm not going back to this stuff. I was just talking to my homeboy about certain songs like Ratchet Happy Birthday, da-da-da. Those are good
Summer
songs.
Games.
Listen. And now when I'm in my whip, if that Ratchet Happy Birthday come on, I cut it so fast, I might crash my car. And not because it's
What, so you're saying there's gonna be a reverse effect?
No, what I'm saying is that time tells all, and we're still in present time of the CLB. Mind you, they just released Kanye's his number one or on the chart stuff. Drake's stuff is still set to come the next week. So people was already trying to jump on it. Like, yo, I don't see no CLB on there.
Okay, that's
somebody's like, yo, wait for the next week. And if you see that's
it's gonna the whole top 10, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
So it's
but the reason I'm gonna say that Scorpion is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little rap nerd. I ended up ranking their discographies because I was bored. But I put Scorpion under Certified Lover Boy because
Under it.
right under it because Certified Lover, they both have the same issues. They're bloated, they're long, and if they got cut down by 10 songs, they'd be a lot better projects. But the reason that the issue with Scorpion 1 is that it's dated because he dated it by focusing that whole side A on the Pusha T beef that he ended up losing. So it don't even hit as hard when we know you took yourself out of the beef. And then number 2, I think people at first liked the play of side A, side B, but I honestly don't think that ended up working out because the reason that we even like Drake is because he's able to go between these pockets so well and jump from, the trap to R&B to an introspective track. And by separating it, you limit yourself because we love you for the versatility, and that side B just wasn't hitting as hard because you got peak Summer Game. This shit just wasn't. They both got the same issues, but I just like that. Just how the
So you like CLB? So you like CLB better than?
That's it.
Then
That's Scorpion. But they both
stand on it.
No. But they both could do with getting cut down a lot, and especially when he was talking about in the Rap Radar interview. That my favorite album was nothing was the same because of how cohesive it was, concise. It's only 15 tracks.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that same shit, bro? Who the fuck is in Drake's camp that's telling him like, yo, on that Poppy's home shit, yo, just whisper into their ears that daddy's home. That shit was uncomfortable,
and here's the
bro.
thing. Again, it goes back to if this was not slated against like Ye and stuff, he could have got that off when it was supposed to be put out because like that Poppy's home thing is what I would have expected from when somebody just told me in passing, and somebody told me in passing, yo, Drake, he just got a haircut with a heart in his head, and he just said he's certified lover boy. He dropped an album like that. He's gonna have a song like Poppy's Home in there, just to taunt, like just to be like, you know what I mean, with the shorties, like that type of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that nigga had no business being in my ear talking about daddy's home.
Yeah, bro. Like, you feel me?
That song is actually hard. Like the flow he came in the beginning, I can't go back to it because I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Lesbian, bro.
You said what?
He's a lesbian. You said
that was cringy, bro. I ain't gonna.
That was another
but
one.
Even that was a part of the gimmick.
Yeah, that was part of the gimmick. Yeah. And then I'm like, it made me look at Lil Baby like, damn, you just co-signed that one too.
No,
you just
have Baby's if it's check.
No, my thing is, why didn't he just steal Lil Baby's line? Lil Baby said, like Drake said,
smooth, yeah.
Drake said she like girl, she a lesbian girl, me too. Yeah. And then Lil Baby said, she eat pussy. I said, me too. That's so much more fire.
Nah, Drake was too thirsty to be the hook. That's why. So when he was the hook, all the eyes on him. And the funny thing is
shameful as fuck.
I don't know.
I was like, that's a risky take to have in this climate too. That's why I was like, I don't even know if I could even quote this
bullshit.
song. Like, I said, bro,
the light skin effect.
It's a Drake effect, nigga.
I said, I play that too loud, might get canceled.
Literally, niggas will be rapping the lesbian. It's not even that bad, bro.
Bro, that was a thing back in the day. That was a corny line people used to say, like, oh, like to like a girl, like I'm a lesbian.
In middle school, I was saying the same shit.
I was like,
and niggas are like, why do you even care about that line so much? I'm like, yo, he's literally calling himself a bitch. He's saying like he's a woman. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck?
But you got it off. You let him get it off.
I also want to get some, I also want to, talk about Donda too. And I think, because I didn't have high expectations for Donda. I'm not going to lie. I was telling this nigga Yves, bro, like this nigga hasn't been rapping well for the last how many years?
How many times I tell you stop having expectations?
Hold on. Let me address
it
because I'm about to eat my words, right? I didn't have high expectations, Yeah, had like 2 cool songs I liked, and then Jesus is King and all that bullshit. I just wasn't rocking with it. And I had low expectations because his rapping ability has declined. But it took me for this album to drop for me to really appreciate that, like, yo, the rapping is only 1/6 of what he actually does and brings to an album. And that's what made me appreciate Kanye even more for being the genius that he is. And I made like a chess analogy that like Drake is like the queen piece. You feel me? He's mad versatile. Like the queen in chess can move in any direction it wants. I feel like Kanye is the player. Kanye controls the pieces. And he orchestrates his albums. He puts the right features on it. This nigga's not DJ Khaled. You feel me? DJ Khaled would say, this is my album, and then never did anything on the song except for tell niggas what to do. But you can see even like, let's talk about the features. They shared a lot of the same features, but you see how different they approached the features compared to the Drake album on the Donda album. And how serious they took it and how they changed their styles and what they usually talk about compared to on Certified Lover Boy, where these features, they did good, but they just did what they do.
He put him in the position, and it goes to something I heard actually. Somebody was saying like it might be time for Drake to use a new producer. He's been using 40 for this whole time. 40.
He's actually, but the thing is, he actually lacked 40 in this whole album.
What I'm saying,
how many songs did he?
3?
I think, yeah, like.
But even then, 40 does like still touches.
Yeah, he has
everything.
the final say
on the mixes and shit.
I'm not sure if he had as much.
No, because
he was like sick.
They were holding.
He's still executive producing.
They were holding him accountable because people were saying it wasn't even mixed correct. Like this wasn't like Drake's icy type like clarity and all that type of stuff. And they were looking at be like, yo, maybe it's time for 40 to step down a little bit of the of having control of everything. And I just say back to the Kanye thing, Kanye started off as a producer. Kanye, that's his bag.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why I don't go into expectations of Kanye. And don't get it twisted. I was outside for the Kanye in the basement and he could rap. Like I was happy when Dame was like, nah, I want Kanye to rap too. I was a fan. I had the pink polo too, bro. I had all that. And I know he could rap. So with this album, I was happy that people got to see again that Kanye will be able to put people in position and he'll always produce when he wants to a good album. Like no one questions that.
Yeah.
People were questioning it because he was putting out, we talked about it, lackluster stuff. He's doing weird. Like he single-handedly kind of ruined Playboi Carti's album. I talked about it. He did a lot on Playboi Carti.
That's debatable in my
A lot of red.
Because look, the thing is, Whole Lot of Red.
Not ruin it, but
Whole Lot of Red does not sound like anything else Playboi Carti has done.
Yeah, but
that's experimental.
Yeah,
and for me, I could respect that.
You could always respect it. That's what
I hated it at first. That's the thing. But you play that and you go perform it. You see it live. That's rage
but
music.
It's two different things. All I'm saying is two different things. Is like I'm not gonna knock somebody for being experimental, right? And also, if that's the case, any bad album we could chalk it up to I was trying something, right? And sometimes if it's not executed, you could say it's not executed as well. I'm a Playboi Carti fan. I was a Playboi Carti fan, and I know that Kanye was taking him in a different direction. It got very abstract at times. Like Playboi Carti can only do so much as well. Are we listening to the album to see how far he could go in terms of try different things, or we want to actually enjoy some of the album?
I think we were talking about that. Niggas can experiment, and that's cool, but sometimes your experiment could fail.
Yeah, it's okay.
But that's
to
the thing.
fail.
To me, that's the thing
So you gotta do both.
that Drake likes the most.
And I told
he
him,
doesn't do that. To me, it's like you're at a position where you can do that, and you're not gonna necessarily like lose as much.
Yo.
And if you don't take that step, like you're gonna initially fail. You're gonna lose the fans, like a Roberta that's always there holding you down, saying, "Yo, I'm trying to listen to you," but you can't. You keep giving us some bullshit.
We talked about this in the car, like because I made the analogy of like LeBron and Kobe in terms of like I was more of a Kobe guy, right? And LeBron has been the face of the league for a while, and he's just missed everything. Like he does everything. He's just really good at everything, right? And so, like, him being that, to me, his game, he was never pushing his game like Kobe would be pushing his game in terms of coming back with a new move every year, coming back, making things more difficult, finding ways to unlock his offensive prowess and do all that type of stuff.
Kobe loses his physicality, the footwork gets crazy.
Everything, and it's like, as a fan of his, it used to be frustrating because I'm like, yo, bro, just take the layup, my boy. Like, you would have 50 if you took that layup, but you end up with 37 against the Celtics. I remember that game. So, like, stuff like that. So it's like, I say Kanye in that regard, he's that Kobe in terms of he's pushing himself
reinventing
and reinventing his sound and doing all that. And because he's not, like we said prior to, he's not making the music just for the world. He's making the music for himself.
Yeah. But to that extent, going back to like you have to try and fail. To me, that's what Jesus King was. I feel like he first like is something different, something new, and he failed. Like it was
Jesus
right.
was his first attempt at like something really new.
But that it worked.
Well, 808s and our heartbreaks, I would say.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying in terms of like that extreme of like experiment.
You telling me that was influential?
Huh?
You don't think Jesus
I was talking about the enjoyability of the albums. Like I'm just talking about what people liked or if I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you like it?
Jesus?
Yeah.
No, I didn't like it. I liked some.
Now?
I only like a few songs, the same songs I liked from before. I don't go back. You go back to Jesus? I really don't. I don't know many people that do.
Because it doesn't sound like a late registration or graduation.
I'm still thinking about him saying Kanye really Playboi Carti's album. I'm still thinking about stuff like, did he really? I don't know. I feel like I think the next one drops next week. Narcissist, whatever. It drops
the Playboi Carti album
next Friday.
That's what people are saying.
Well, he launched.
I guess that's what we got to see. That's what we got to see and compare it to.
What I meant is,
and if it's better, I'm saying he needed that Whole Lot of Red out first,
of course,
to get the Narcissist.
What I'm saying is that
I'm not even gonna lie. He might have done a smart move because I was a Playboi Carti fan. I'm not on a Whole Lot of Red, but he sunk the expectations.
Exactly.
And now if he drops Narcissist and it's just even a little bit better than Whole Lot of Red, I'm gonna be like, hey, that's a great album.
I say that is because when you're with a great like Kanye, you end up at his like artistic disposal in terms of you're gonna anything he says, because they had Kanye and what's the designer that was the executive producer for what clothing line? Like why? You feel
Givenchy,
Givenchy, right? Those were the
Balenciaga.
No, it's Givenchy. So I'm like, that's Kanye's hand is very like Playboi Carti.
Williams like that. Some shit like that.
Nah, it's Givenchy for sure. Playboi Carti is his own thing, like his own entity. You know that, like
no, for sure.
And so when I see that Playboi Carti is like fully just influenced, like Kanye had his full hand on that whole album. I knew it as soon as I heard Playboy Cardi on a soul sample. I said, oh, this, and I wasn't even mad at that. I actually kind of like that. But the funny thing is, it's just like for all the songs that was on that album, and the few ones that like, or it's a good. I don't know if I would say good amount that I like, but I did keep probably like 3 or 4. I could say 3 or 4.
Did you get more than that?
I think so.
That was a good 7.
Niggas really liked Whole Lot of Red. They turned their opinion on
I think
that.
I had Stop Breathing.
I never revisited that shit after first listen.
I probably have 4. I could tell you I have 4 for sure. I don't. Y'all could have 7. I probably have 4.
Never revisited that
But
shit again.
Sky is crazy.
Huh?
Sky?
Yeah, Sky's fire.
Blaze.
Yep.
I Love I Hate You.
I like Bino. I like Bino.
Bino's cool. Stop Breathing. But there's songs I like that I actually never went back to.
Yeah, and
Let me see. Punk Monk. What's that again? I actually like this song.
Yeah,
I
no,
like this song.
Punk Monk.
I like this song. Yeah.
To me.
But and what's funny, and I just go back to
Turn
saying
into
like,
a Cardi conversation.
but Kanye just had a heavy influence on that album, and for what Whole Lot of Red was supposed to be. Again, we talk about expectations. Everybody was always talking about Whole Lot of Red, and we thought that was gonna be Cardi. It felt to me like a Kanye version of Cardi, as opposed to Cardi. You know what I'm saying? And that's my only knock.
Maybe
to
with
it.
the production, but I think
There was
the
a lot
worst
of
part
leaks,
about
too.
it
He
was the
scrapped a
vocal
lot of
performance,
things.
bro.
Yeah.
I think the worst part about that album is Playboy Cardi's vocal performance. Not the production. The production is different. It's great. Like, it bumps.
I think
It's that nigga
I
with
will say,
yeah,
the mixing and all that, at least at that
What the
point,
fuck is
wasn't
that,
good. But
bro?
I think it is getting better and better with each time we hear it.
no. That's what I'm saying.
What type of
Even
setting?
on-
What type
even
of setting you
on
got to
Off the
be in?
Grid, it actually sounds a lot better than it did on Whole Lot of Red.
No, Off the Grid is a great
Yeah.
song.
Like his actual like
No.
baby voice, like
Kanye
mixing
it did.
produced
way
it.
better.
Yeah.
Like, way better.
I think that's what Cardi fell
agree.
back on
Mhm.
because he knew Kanye is going to be a great producer. So, like, if he's talking about vocal performance, Cardi be like, but it's Kanye. I'm a sound good. This is going to be mixed to the heavens.
Tight
You feel
shit.
me? And I'm
And they don't realize. I
I'm
mean,
going to sound cold on it.
if you seen what Kanye does to people's albums, bro, like he not looking out for your album like he looks out for his album. You seen the shit with Tiana, you seen the shit with Nas, the Pusha T, he did justice,
Yeah.
but that nigga
I
don't
think
give a
it's
fuck
'cause
about
Pusha
your
T's not
album
letting
as much. He's just gonna
that
he's
shit
gonna make
happen
sure
to
that
him,
his
that's why.
beats are on that
He's
shit.
right. Pusha wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's what it is too. There's certain niggas who just they match Kanye's.
Yeah.
Like,
Stubbornness, man.
Yeah.
And
Feel me? Travis
Or
is on that level.
assertiveness,
Where Travis was
assertiveness,
like, he'll match that nigga and be like, no, we're doing it my way type shit.
Mhm.
You feel me? That same level of craziness.
But if you let Kanye steam,
Big
that's what
Sean,
I'm saying. You don't want them
that
to
nigga
steam
Kanye would walk over Big Sean.
Exactly.
And
I
we've
don't-
seen it happen. You feel me? Like,
Exactly.
we've seen it
And that's
happen.
what I'd be scared of because it's
damn,
like,
no Big Sean feature at all on any of these. Not that it's surprising, but it's like, damn, what happened to that nigga, bro? Like, he's supposed to be a part of that class.
I
Like,
think-
real
Didn't
quick,
he drop this year?
did anybody
That was
Detroit 2 last year.
2020?
Detroit 2 was cool. But still, like, I don't see his print on, like,
I
people's
saw
albums.
a
I think it's
little,
more so he's just not fucking with these
bro.
niggas.
He don't care about music.
saw a
right
little
now.
influence
He's
of-
with a Janae right
I saw a
now.
little influence of Big Sean on one of Kanye's verses on that Donda album. Like people was talking about that one.
Which
What
one?
song?
Off the grid?
nah.
Yeah, it was off the grid. His verse.
The last verse?
Yeah, his verse.
What you say?
Kanye's verse.
Just kind of like how, like, he
How
was
his
flowing
flow.
and
Big Sean's flow. for
Oh.
sure. Listen to it again, and then like just look around. But like, I'm not saying like Big Sean wrote this, but some people
You're saying like there's this influence type
it
shit.
just sound like it. It sound like it.
all right, everybody pull out your phones.
No, for sure. That's a real thing. That's a real like. Look it up, like
Oh,
in terms of
no.
like
Mm.
comments,
Everybody pull out your phones.
because that song,
let's talk about highlights and
rapping.
lowlights
Kanye's rapping his ass off
on each of these albums. I want to hear what y'all think is your favorite tracks, your least
Oh
favorite
no, I will
tracks.
say that too though.
What's up?
And none of us said that. Neither of these albums are album of the year.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
In my
yeah.
opinion, both
Yes,
of them
yes, for sure.
missed the bar on that.
And that's the crazy part because we're talking about this so much because of, one, the feud, the beef, they pitted themselves against each other, and they're the biggest artists of this generation. So obviously we give them all of this energy and attention, but hell no, bro. Both of these records are bloated as hell. If they got cut down, maybe, but it's not touching Tyler's album.
I got Tyler.
It's not touching Vince Staples' album. It's not even touching J. Cole's album, let's be honest.
You know that nigga Tyler killed that shit, man.
I don't even think
does.
these shits need an age for us to know that. These are sevens.
There's an argument that could be made for Donda. There's an argument that people can.
Well,
make
let's
for that.
actually
Album
be
of the
clear.
year?
No, I'm just saying to just be in the discussion, but like not like actually, gonna consider that
Like
the album.
certified.
But it could be
No pun
like,
intended.
It's in
we
the
could-
discussion
in
for
the
one
discussion,
reason.
Yeah.
Because it's unlike any of those albums. It's not a
Exactly.
hip hop album.
Yeah.
First of all, like it's a gospel album.
Oh, this nigga's about to win another Grammy.
Oh, just being in that category by
Yeah,
himself.
actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
no bullshit. He might. And to be honest, yo, the fact that even Kanye got me listening to gospel music, that's an ode to him. You know, that's how he continues to break barriers. He's like, yo, I'm about to put y'all on to a whole different genre. Like, he did that shit terribly on Jesus is King, but I fuck with it. Like, I actually fuck with the fact that Kanye had uplifting music, bro. You know, like, I come on this podcast all the time and I complain about how niggas just do the same cliche shit over and over, talk about what type of fashion brands they rocking, the type of lean they sipping, pills they popping, gangs they in and shit. And for Kanye to really make an album that don't even have swears, yes, the censoring is weird. He probably should have just replaced it with actual, you know, non-swear words. But like, the fact that it's just so positive, it's a vibe. And I'm not gonna listen. I may listen to the Drake album more often because I'm just in more settings.
It's more replayable. It's more digestible.
It has
yeah,
more
for
replay.
sure.
But like I said, it's just a good collection of it's a collection of songs, and some of the songs are good, but Kanye's album is a work of art. And Drake's is not a good album. It's a good collection of songs. It's not a good album. And I think we can all agree with that. And I hope that nigga Drake here's the criticism. I hope that the sales and the numbers and all the records he's gonna break and all the numbers he's gonna get.
Shit
I
earlier
hope
talking
that
about
shit does not.
It's projected 600,000, something like
Yeah,
that.
600.
I hope he doesn't let those numbers fool him. Like, I hope he hears a criticism very loud and he takes it into consideration when he's making his next one. Because that's all I really want to. That's why I feel this way. Like, I just really want him to readjust the trajectory for the next one.
Y'all seen the comparison of like the day 1, day 2, day 3 for Donda and CLB?
Are those numbers valid?
Valid as in
Like the
if they're
sources?
facts?
Nah, the
I've seen it on multiple
The
sources.
timings were off though. Every time I kept seeing it,
You're not talking about it.
oh, my bad. The timings were off though. Every time I kept seeing it, like they would be like, okay, that was like some of them counted the Sunday for the thing, and then the other one they like they don't count the Sunday, they counted the Monday, or some of them were like Drake's things didn't start till the next cycle. So I wait until like the very end, bros. But
Yeah, we'll see. Because I never seen niggas care about day-to-day sales.
I don't know.
You know, so let's see what the
They're
weekly
gonna
sales is.
both do OD though. I mean, like,
Yeah, I think
Tight shit,
Kanye
yeah.
already is like a
300.
500K
Yeah.
worldwide,
Oh,
Yeah, I think it was
worldwide.
Yeah, 500,000, some shit like that.
Global consumption.
So hey, yeah, like we said, both of these albums is. But let's talk about the highlights. I really want to, like really get away.
Highlights.
Like if we starting with Donda, what are your like, couple favorite tracks, and then what could you have done without if we were gonna make? Because like we said, we all agree it's bloated, right, for both of these albums.
Yes.
So which songs are we cutting off of these albums to make them better?
I'm not gonna start with the cutoff first.
No, start off with the your favorites.
right away. I gotta go. My man, bow,
That nigga-
Fabio, man.
That nigga
Cause
surprised
you
me.
know, man,
Surprised
I've been rocking with my
You
buddy
have.
right there, man. Just cause I root for the guy, bro, or I just root for
New
the
York
New York
drill,
scene.
period,
Yeah, like the scene, cause I like what Pop did. I was a huge fan of Pop prior to like everything was
So
going.
you mad that Kanye didn't do Pop justice on there?
I wasn't really. I'm
They
happy
trying
that
to
It was
milk this dead
unnecessary.
cow,
it was
bro.
unnecessary. Yeah,
Unnecessary.
I didn't even get it.
They trying to
Yeah.
milk the fuck out
Everybody's
of this dead
trying
cow.
to milk this, and I really even like didn't even process that. Okay, that's Pop on that. I was just like, okay, next.
Like even the
next
mixing
song.
on that
Yeah.
song, you could hear like another song playing
Or
in the
he had to put,
headphones,
like,
whatever. It's just
that
I don't know
goes
what
to
was going on.
That goes to the idea of somewhat trying to make sure everything is current and relevant in terms of. That's like when he rushed to get the locks because they just came off the verses.
Tight
You have to
shit,
throw
yeah.
them in there. Pop Smoke.
Yo, what song is the Locks on, bro? I can't find that song.
It's
Lord.
Jesus Lord.
Part
Yeah,
2.
Yeah,
facts.
Jesus Lord Part 2.
Part 2. Oh, I didn't listen
And
to
then,
none of the
like,
parts.
it's like
I was like, yo,
every-
this don't count. These don't count.
Every album besides Tyler and Vince and all that, every album this year gotta have some New York, like, and it gotta have some ode to Pop Smoke. You feel me? And Kanye, even he knows that. He's like, I throw that in there. I didn't care for it. I didn't need it. But to go back to Fabio, like I said, like I feel like he's one of those people that seen the magnitude of this album and said, all right, ad-libs, hold on for a second. Let me get in my bag. That was Kanye gave him space to
That
cook
nigga wasn't
too.
delivering only
Yeah,
haikus on this one.
I said, yeah.
Usually that nigga
almost
sticks
certain-
with like 3 words per line.
Yeah.
The instruction rap.
Yeah,
Feel me?
instructions. Yeah,
Get
you
up.
know.
Bow.
I'm almost
Sit
certain
down.
he
Bow.
did that on the listening event, the second one. Like,
Yeah.
because if you see on the live stream, you see like Fabio's in the room with Kanye as he's doing the fucking bike.
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
facts, yeah.
So he probably had that verse like he just got it in.
Bro, that.
Shout out to Fabio.
I had to shout out for that.
And the thing is,
pow.
not to say that I want him to do a whole different direction, because I think he could still stick with what he does, but I think he's shown us a different side of him that like, yo, he got a lot to talk about. This nigga been hiding
Low key.
his abilities.
He said in one of them, I think it was like a Vlad interview back in the day before he was like really popping like that.
I said, this nigga been rapping for a minute.
Yeah, he has, bro.
Old ass
because
nigga.
he said he goes, yo, I didn't rap like this, like that pow. And the ad lib type rap, he was like a rapper, like, and then it wasn't working.
A glimpse of it.
Yeah. You feel me?
Shit wasn't working.
Yeah, and then he just started mixing it differently. So it's like, shout out to that. Was definitely a highlight though, for sure.
Nah, Off the Grid is probably. Is it the best song?
Not for me.
It's the best.
It might be the best. It might be the
I think it's the
hardest.
song.
Yeah, like
Hardest.
hardest song, but it's not the best song.
Okay. I
Because that verse is crazy too.
What?
Kanye's last verse on there.
Oh,
It's crazy.
No, it's hard. He was
Yeah.
rapping his ass off, and that's what we was talking about.
The Big Sean
Some people were
comparison.
saying because he was like that. We haven't seen that flow
In a minute.
and it was sounding like a little bit of Sean. Like, and no, not saying that Sean was like he wrote it, but like that's if we talk about Big Sean influence. So like for me, I wasn't even just speculating. I saw that on like comments and stuff, and I'm like, yo. Cause I listen to that song a lot. I'm just I could hear it. So what it is, what it is. Kanye did his thing though. He was sliding too.
Yeah.
Sliding.
I'll say the highlights for me. I'm just going in order. Jail. I fuck with the Jay-Z, what's it called, verse. It wasn't the crazy Jay-Z verse, but I can appreciate them coming back together. That's a moment. You feel me? You got to appreciate that moment. Off the Grid, Hurricane. You know, The Weeknd killed it. Lil Baby killed it. I didn't really need Kanye on that song. And that's probably that's probably how I felt about a lot of these. Like, I'm not going to say the features carried Kanye, but there are songs on here where it's like, I would have been cool with just the features, but Jonah, okay. I'm fucking with that. Believe What I Say, 24, Moon, Heaven and Hell, Keep My Spirit Alive, Jesus Lord, New Again, Pure Souls. I didn't need Kanye on that either. But Roddy, bro. Well, yo, you know I've been rolling with Roddy for
that's
a
my
minute.
dog too.
You know,
don't
like,
do that. Don't do that.
Yo,
You know
and
that's my guy.
He just floated on that. Come to Life, No Child Behind. And like I said, I didn't listen to the rest of this shit.
Hey, what a bunch of wise. And then that song's mad catchy. New Again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That shit catchy as hell.
So like I said, like if you take out like those last four
Jail Part 2.
songs with Part 2.
And the
That's the one
extra
with the debate.
outros too.
Jail-
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like he could have dumbed it down to like an hour. Honestly, an hour song.
Jail Part
Our
2.
album, my fault.
Jail Part 2, the
With
baby
DaBaby.
was sliding. He was sliding though. Like he
And that's a
like,
controversial opinion to have, but I fucked with it too.
like and I'm not even doing on I can't co-sign what that man
Of course
he
not.
believes and what he does, but
Oh, yeah.
unbiased opinion of like just rapping, he was sliding on his part on Part 2, whatever, Jail Part 2, because I feel like he rapped like it was about to save his life. Like
I need them streams.
yeah, I need it. I need this. Like so, he said
Gotta feed my daughter.
he switched his flow for the first time in a while. He was singing a little bit. He was going crazy. I said, okay.
And I just appreciate anytime anybody responds in the music, you know? So,
Now, if you were asking about the best song, like in our opinion, type shit,
yeah.
for me, I think it would be Lord, I Need You.
That's the one with the Kim, right? The Kim tribute.
Oh, I did not have that liked.
Kim tribute. He talks about it in the song.
It's a
I'm
really
talking about,
good song. Like musically, that's a really good song.
does
On
Yeah,
another
you feel me?
note,
Like,
this is probably
you about to play it?
Around with your mercy.
Yeah.
I give up on doing things. Place made it hard for me to think.
No, but
Oh, so he's really rapping.
No,
he's actually telling the story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the song is just good. Like even the person singing behind it, that's powerful as hell.
fair to say this is Ye's best singing.
For sure.
Yeah, he's back in his singing
For
back. I love
sure.
Ye singing back when he gets in it.
'Cause I
when
think
he's-
Believe What I Say.
Because it's
and,
not even auto
Heaven
tune
and Hell is
heavy. Like,
crazy.
yeah, it seems like he actually learned how to sing.
It's that Melodyne too. No bullshit. But it is mixed well, really well.
So if you guys had to chop out 3 songs out of here, though,
I'm taking
Probably-
out Tell Division with the
Yeah,
Pop
yeah.
Smoke.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Take out the part 2s.
I don't
Is there
know.
any part 2 that you thought was better than the original version?
this is
I like Junior Part 2.
Junior
with,
Part 2. Ty Dolla $ign was sliding too.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like Junior Part 1, so I didn't even listen to Part 2. bro.
You can't even give it.
He was trying to be on the Playboy Cardi type shit.
You can't even give your opinion. You didn't listen to the whole joint.
Nah, bro, not the Part 2s, bro. I didn't need all that. 27 songs, that's a lot. That's a lot.
But the locks on Jesus Lord Part 2, you know, it was like I knew what Kanye was trying to do there because obviously they're off the verses, but they couldn't even really get in their bag.
Nigga really chose the winners.
Yeah, they took the winners and just.
Yo, y'all think Dipset would have been on there if they won?
Probably. That's
maybe if Dipset went crazy too like that.
And I'm not gonna say like he should have taken off the like Donda and Donda Chant because like that makes the album. You know what I mean?
Donda
Even though I
Chant.
never go to those, it's a part of like the art.
I let that play. I let Donda, like not the chant, but when his mom's talking,
yeah.
I let that play. I let it ride.
I feel like that should have been the intro.
Yeah, I let it
in my
ride
opinion.
every time.
And they could have implemented Donda towards the outro of the actual Donda track.
Just end it with Donda.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm just also
Shorten
happy.
it. Make it less tracks.
I agree with that.
I'm also happy my man left Big Draco off that album, man. He left him
Wait,
off
was
of-
Soulja Boy really gonna be on that album?
That's
Bro,
what
did you not
saw
look at the text
stuff.
messages?
And he has his
Nah, but I
verse
need
queued
to hear
up.
the
Like,
You
song.
saw the
bro.
date. You see Young Thug's name. You see the MP3 file. So that nigga really had the song.
Yo, did you see when Soulja was playing it with his boys and
Yeah,
stuff?
Oh, and act like his
That was
yeah.
the funniest thing because it sounded like hot garbage,
Type shit.
and his man's wasn't even looking up. Like he couldn't look up, bro. And so just
And the thing is, bro, Kanye probably did hit it like Soulja Boy
Of
up
course,
and
of
was like,
course.
yo, this is for the culture. And then he came in on some bullshit. He's like, he's not getting that
you know
call back.
Kanye got
And you
the
see what
mind.
Kanye does, bro. We just seen the
It ain't
text
Christ-like.
messages.
yeah, yo, Kanye.
Yo, that nigga text mad weird.
Yo, that was gonna say, bro, and that's how bro. And
Nigga's a sicko, bro.
I was laughing because DJ Academic said one of the funniest things. He goes, if you see the screenshots, it was like Kanye texted in the weird paragraph form.
That
and
nigga
said, "Hi."
matched it.
And he matched it exactly. I was like, yo, dudes be doing that. Like if somebody texts you weird and you
Yeah.
just add the same weirdness, bro, even though you don't text like that. It's hilarious. That's how you know Soulja Boy wanted to be on the album bad.
Funny shit.
Like, cause he started even talking like Kanye. He don't even talk like that.
Yeah, no bullshit.
He wasn't even swearing in his thing. Just
No
and he was
bullshit.
pronouncing his words in the text. I was like, all right.
The funniest part about this text, stop texting. Go find God. Come back after you found God. Yo, like I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he different, bro.
Yo, I expect this from Kanye, but what I did say in the group chat when he sent that over, it's just like I don't like how he like
Uses people.
not uses people, but now it's got me questioning like how sincere he is about his like faith and loyalty to God. Because it comes
I
off
mean, he ain't perfect.
Yeah.
no, but it comes off genuine in the music that like
Yeah.
this is really an ode to like his religion and everything and his faith. But then when you using that against niggas, go find God.
Yeah.
Come back to me.
Oh,
When you
bro,
found God.
when he-
It's
Let's
like,
give him a chance.
like,
yeah,
this nigga's
you
still
give him a
Kanye,
chance.
bro.
It's
But
like,
when this
when you
fir-
find him,
When
come back.
when he first found God,
nah, it
Hold
sounds. That's,
Wait, so you think now that he's Christian, he's saying him?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when he first,
yes. I'm
Now he's just a
expecting a little
Christian
bit reform.
dickhead.
when he first went this,
Facts,
when he first
honestly.
went full Christian, when he first went full Kirk Franklin, you feel me? The like people were already questioning the motives of it because of how it was being presented. Like it was like unprovoked. Like now everything. He even started changing how Kim was dressing. Mind you,
Facts.
you married her like how she was, and now I like I said, I always feel bad a little bit because I'm just like she all the way didn't sign up for that in terms of like you was bigging her
To do a
up for
whole
her
360.
Yeah, you was bigging her up for like how she appears, and you was building her brand in that fashion. Then you hit the cold right and was just like, yo, everything Christianity, da da da. And then people kind of looked at it as, okay, no one can talk bad about Jesus. Like no one can talk bad about an album. So it's like if you disguise like Jesus is king, you name it, Jesus is king. Am I gonna say no? Jesus is not king.
This is garbage.
Like, yeah, people
I
just
still
let
said
it
that
rock.
shit was trash.
I know. But a lot of people, the masses, be like, all right, because you could always be like, this is religion. He's praising God. You know what I'm saying? And
Nigga
he
threw
had
in the
that little-
fucking Chick-fil-A
See,
line.
I was just about, yo, bro, you read
this
my
shit
mind.
trash,
Chick-fil-A, bro.
I'm not fucking
What's
with
the
this
other
shit.
line he had on here too?
Chick-fil-A.
That was like questionable on this album.
On this project?
He said some shit. Fuck.
He said a few.
Oh, he talking-
Kanye, he always be
about-
saying some questionable shit.
Adam can never be black because
Oh, yeah.
a black
The
girl
rib,
never say
rib. I wasn't even talking about that one.
That
but-
rib, that
Yeah,
rib
was-
part. Yeah.
That was
Kind of facts though.
He That rib. That's
You
funny.
find somebody if someone's taking your ribs.
That rib.
Nah, I appreciate that because that's a little like. I like when Kanye has those funny like bars like she ordered the jerk. She said, "You are what you eat." Like, I like
But
Not
Kanye
even, bro. Eating Asian pussy, all I need is sweet and sour.
Yeah. Kanye, one thing he'll do, he'll emphasize a word, my boy. Like he'll emphasize, like when he does that thing where he really thinks he got something off, and he says it the way he said it, he be like, just like again,
This is
the
low-key
rib,
hard.
like rib, like it's funny.
all right, y'all ready to do the same thing for Certified Lover Boy?
Drizzy Drake,
The highlights
Rogers.
and lowlights.
Let Birdo get his lowlights off fast, bro. You know he couldn't
Nah,
wait.
I gotta get the highlights off real quick. And I'm gonna do the undeniable highlights, not the little like mid, like I could let it rock type shit, but like
Keep the same energy when Drake on the pod. That's all I ask, bro.
when
Drake pull up to the pod.
Yo, I'ma be honest with this thing.
I know he's gonna keep
I'm
the
on the
same
hit
energy.
list.
I know
I'm
he's
on
gonna
the
keep
hit
it.
list.
I know he gonna have
Yo,
his
I'm
for
gonna
him.
be like, yo,
I'm never gonna get any work done with Drake at this point. I've tweeted too much. It's gonna archives too many datas.
I kept all them tweets to myself, bro. I had so many tweets I was gonna let. Even some tweets I did let fly, and I just deleted them
I
right
need that
after.
Drake feature in the
But
future.
nah,
I think
bro,
I got my pick.
if Drake was here, bro, yo, let me sequence your shit, bro. You won't have these problems. No bullshit. All right.
In terms of the highlight,
Champagne Poetry, that intro, I fuck with it.
Mm.
Love All, that's a vibe to me. Even though he sounds like low energy and the J verses and the craziest thing, it was a lot of 42. The leak, it was the leak was called Lot of 42, and I was hoping that this that song, that leak would be on the album. So for it to be there, it's a vibe. Like I fuck with it. Fair Trade, I think that's a really great song. I'm not gonna lie. In Too Deep, I wasn't stuck on it until I don't know that
second
Saturday that we
part.
chill. It
You
was,
like that
it
second
was
part?
just hard, bro.
Second part's
Pipe
crazy.
Down really grew on me.
you didn't like it when you first heard it?
Yeah, I liked it when I first heard it.
Well, when I first heard it, I'm hearing all these songs, so they kind of
I'll
like
say it's up there for me, in terms of
no.
the project.
Hey, I
Like,
think
that song's a force.
it's in my top 3 actually. It's in my top 3. 7 a.m. on Bridal Path. Although it's cool, it's not one of my. I'm not gonna come back to this because it's not timeless, and it like it's just not.
Brother, that like the way you do that, it sounds weird to me.
No, the
because-
first time like it's cool, like no,
No,
okay.
what I'm saying-
Look,
no,
look
what
at
I'm
that
saying
bar.
is that-
Oh, the location shit. That's hard.
Is everything
it
you
just-
just said that you like timeless to you?
I can keep playing these and it doesn't sound dated. It doesn't take me back to like, this is straight to the Kanye beef.
But I'm saying so that's how you're
7
choosing the
a.m.
ones that you
on
like.
Bridal Path is cool. I like the Nipsey shout out.
No, I'm not even taking away your opinion. I'm just asking you.
I'm
I'm
saying,
just asking.
what-
Yeah, I'm just asking you. Is that what's
You're
making
saying
you?
because it's not timeless.
Is that
I don't
so-
like it.
Yeah.
No, I like it though. I'm saying that I like it, but it's not my favorite like timestamp song or anything like that.
That's what this nigga said. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's what
sure
I thought
that's
this
what
nigga
he
said,
right?
No. I like it. I think it's a little bit overrated. I think a little. That's it. People have been pushing Race My Mind, and I'm still like iffy on that. But that Get Along Better, anytime Ty Dolla $ign and Drake make music together, that's amazing. The Remorse, I'm not even big on that outro. It's not bad, but it's just don't sell me. And then fucking Fans would be amazing, bro. And we talked about this. If that first half was performed by Party Next Door, because that shit was party as fuck. That shit sounded, that first half, how it's written, how he's trying to like get it off with the auto tune, but it sounds awkward, is because that shit sounds exactly how Party Mobile sounds. And if Party was on there and then Drake took over on the second half, that'd be a top 3 song, like for sure. But yeah, my biggest takeaway is Champagne Poetry, Love All, Fair Trade, Pipe Down, In Too Deep, Get Along Better. Those are the ones I really like. The other ones, cool, They-
I didn't really understand what was going on with that Kid Cudi shit, bro.
yeah, no, that was so unnecessary.
That song was very confusing.
Very, and that it just the chemistry wasn't there, bro. The chemistry
That
was
shit
just
was
not
mad
there.
confusing to me.
So yeah, I'll let y'all get your highlights off before I get to the lowlights when I cut off this shit.
That was your highlights?
Yeah.
Oh, you thought that was his low lights?
Okay, my fault.
Wait. Those were shocking highlights. Like
Loki, it sounded like you didn't like it. My fault.
no. I really like
Birdo,
this.
you
Because you was like, I don't really like the
Birdo,
Remorse.
bro.
Fucking Fans would have been better.
Okay, no, because I'm looking through it and I'm like,
nah,
am I
that's
gonna-
how this nigga is.
Yeah, bro.
He gives a compliment, he talks shit at the same time. Like,
just smack you in your face and be like, "You my best friend, bro."
I really like Get Along Better. You feel me? The traditional R&B, some, I fuck with that. Pipe down. That's a mood, all right? Oh, you want to hear the energy now? Like,
you ain't
I
got to
really
explain
fuck
yourself,
with
bro.
it.
You
Yeah.
ain't got to explain yourself, bro.
Lil Baby's verse is the only redeemable part about Girls Want Girls. So I can't even say that. But Love All, that's a vibe. Like, I was
like
saying
Love
that
All.
shit the whole day.
Nice.
Like, you
You don't have to repeat all the stuff you did. You could.
It's R.I.P. Niggas turn their back on me for no good reason. That's hard. That's hard.
I hear that little vocal on there too. I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about y'all?
I'm gonna just give my highlights and lowlights.
All right, yeah, do you?
Yeah. So Champagne's, I'm gonna go just down. Champagne's poetry. I like the original instrumentation of the guy who he got
Masego?
the song. Yeah, Masego.
Yep.
Poppy's home. I like the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
How it starts, and then once he starts doing the
daddy
whispering shit, fuck that shit.
Girls Want Girls. I'll take it. Lil Baby killed it. In the Bible.
Lil Baby don't miss.
I like Lil
gonna get
Durk
back
and
to that.
Giveon. They kind of outperformed him.
I gotta give you pushback on that because I was listening to like that. Looks like it's about to be a great song, but the chemistry is
you gotta
so
let him get
weird.
involved. You gotta
Production
let him
on
get
that
his
song
own.
works me too.
I like that.
But you gotta let him. No, I'm saying you gotta let him get it all. Like
Okay.
his
No, but the thing is, he's going down like
highlights.
one by one, so might as well just talk about him like one. Throw your little,
And which ones are the like clearly say which one's the highlight and the low light for you? Because it's like I can't even tell.
All right, I got you. So highlight has going down. Love All. I enjoyed it. Fair Trade. Loved it. Way Too Sexy is a low light for me. It's a funny meme song to
I
me.
see
at
what he's
this
trying to
point.
do there.
Yeah.
And the video's
video-
dope. I really do fuck the video. Like I said, I don't like this song, but the video I think is a great video. It's funny as hell. Like, and if he's stuck in that bag, even if I would have been mad at it, at least it would have made for like a cohesive project. If he's stuck with the certified lover boy persona shit. But yeah,
TSU. I could
I'm cool.
deal without the first intro. It's like way too long. In my opinion. It was alright. It's not like a SoundCloud track, which I'm fine with. Honestly,
I'm gonna tell you why I have an issue with that song, but it's actually gonna be in
Is it
the
the R.
overall.
Kelly shit?
No, I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. If I can't
You
hear,
don't give a fuck?
no, if I can't hear R. Kelly, bro, like, come on, bro, like, y'all just reaching, bro. These niggas getting out of frame, bro.
Hey man, he's getting
Nah,
paid.
we're not
That's the
co-signing
thing.
R. Kelly.
He's getting paid for it.
I hear you.
He's getting a
That's
billboard. You feel me? In Too Deep. I like the second half of it. I feel
In
like
Too Deep.
if Drake had experimented with that sound more,
It's not his sound to begin with.
but he should have. That's the thing. He has to make a sound. I feel like he has to create something new. And In Too Deep, that second half, it was like something different. I've never really heard Drake really do that. Pipe Down, I guess is a highlight. It's good. But Heartbreak, I honestly enjoy it. And it was
That's a great song.
It has nothing to do with
But
Drake.
it has nothing to do with Drake, exactly.
No friends in industry I could deal with.
But I can appreciate, and that's another issue with this album. Usually Drake puts on new acts. You always get like I got hip to
Where's
Snow.
OVO? That's another question too.
That is, no bullshit. That nigga's the worst fucking person. Label.
No Smiley on
owner.
this one.
No
Yeah,
party,
made so Smiley
no
on there.
Majid.
Yo, that nigga
Division?
did Roy Woods so wrong.
Roy
Oh,
Woods.
Roy, man, don't get me started.
That is a
has
miss that this
so
nigga doesn't
much
have
potential.
division.
That nigga Roy Woods has so much
And
potential.
all they doing is just in the OVO sweatshop, just
This
getting all
melting, bro.
facts. But nah, I was
They
gonna
could have
say,
saved him, honestly. If they allowed him to write this whole album, they could have saved him. Because those are a bunch of golden
yeah, after
R&B.
that Division album dropped, I don't know why. What would possess you not to put them on there? But yeah, you can keep going. I actually come back to that point later.
Knife Talk, it was all right.
Project Pat was the only thing.
7
good
a.m.
about
on
that
Bridal Path. I like it on the simple fact that Drake's actually rapping. I want to see Drake rapping and going at these niggas. The thing about what Kendrick is doing and shit like Family Ties, he's going at these niggas' neck. Drake is taking the shorter route and saying, "Oh, I got numbers. I'm cool with it. I'm gonna go attack Ye. I know he don't rap, so I can do that. I'm always win that and still
Yeah.
losing." So I feel like I actually enjoyed him going at Ye and actually rapping his ass off. Race My Mind could do without. I actually like Fountains, but more so for Thames. I like her effect on it.
But is this song supposed to be here? Like,
Now he's chasing the
doesn't-
Afrobeat sound.
No, but doesn't this song sound like the weirdest out of the bunch?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's so
It's a
irrelevant
sprinkle.
to
Thames
the,
is
the
like
rest of the
separate
album.
herself. Like Thames, her part is like her part. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a fan of Afro beats. I'm a fan of Thames. So And like Drake tried to get his stuff off, but it was really her.
Like Controller, One Dance, they were together. That made sense.
Yeah.
And then in More Life, they had the whole section of like international songs like that. But just for this one song to be stuck in the middle of all this shit, like
Drake politicking, bro.
it just that's not it. That's not it. But yeah,
Nigerian in them.
No, not
Get Along
boys.
Better. Not my cup of tea, to be honest. Like I said, I like more so rapping Drake than singing Drake. You Only Live Twice.
Wayne went crazy though.
he did it though. That's the thing, bro.
But
Yo, I've been hearing people say that, but
I'm gonna push back on Birdo a lot of times because I
love Wayne, bro.
No. I'm just saying like sometimes your critiques on certain things is funny to me. But yeah, go ahead.
Bro,
let him go. Let him go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
honestly,
do a lyric breakdown.
I'm gonna just say
not even
the last 4 from 17 to 21, like could be dealt without. I guess the remorse is a way to close it out, but it was like
Why you say it like that? I guess it's a way to close it.
it's Drake fashion. Put the lo-fi sample, say some shit, you know.
And it's cool that he's shouting out the crew and everything. I appreciate that, but it don't hit as hard as like "Do Not Disturb," "The Ride."
And real quick, sliding doesn't mean just necessarily just lyrical breakdown of the thing. So when somebody's getting off, it doesn't really mean that it's just because
I'm just saying,
every lyric,
it doesn't have to.
every piece of content, every bar. Because one time, this is why I'm gonna get you on this one. Because
You're not though.
Well, no, I'm saying this is why I'm gonna bring it up. Where it's like one time you were saying like every bar got a hit. Like you was critiquing like a verse, right? And you said there was one bad line in there, right? And you were like, nah, if that was me, you got to make sure every line hits. And I'm like,
That's
yo,
me. That's how I make
But I'm
music.
like, somebody's gonna listen to your music and be like, that first part that you said was not hitting. And that's the most skewed thing because it's like Benny the Butcher, who's a lyrical assassin. Not every one of his punchlines is gonna be move me every time.
Of course not. I'm just saying, no.
And there's wasted bars.
I'm not saying Lil Wayne did bad. That's not what I'm here to say. I just see a lot of people like gassing it, like, yo, he killed it. Like, nah, he didn't.
And what I was saying is just how you said that when you're like, no.
Because I was waiting for that.
It's
That's
easy to like, because the reason why people were saying that he was getting off, because again, for being this tenure in the game and his flow, bro, he was getting off, bro. Like, it's like for you, but you're looking
him do better this year.
See, here he goes. You're putting him against something already. Just listen to it for what it is.
No, and I did.
The expectation.
And it was
Yeah, bro,
And it was
this is-
all right.
this
bro,
is
like,
expectation
I've seen how
Johnny,
he does
bro,
it. Like,
and
yo,
Johnny right there, dog.
yeah, Johnny, yeah, you go. I'm gonna pull
I
up these
finished.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Yo, do your thing, Yves.
I don't even feel like reading all these songs again,
Yeah,
but I'm
I'm
gonna just say
not
my
doing it.
favorite song and then my least
it
favorite
pushing.
song. No bullshit. I feel like my favorite probably match between Love All and then fucking Pipe Down. No bullshit. And I honestly think the worst song for me is TSU. I don't know why people like that song so much.
Because it was a
It
leak.
does
It
not
was a
sound
leak
good.
before, but
He could have added wants and needs in here too. Lemon pepper.
Yeah, whenever
that's a fact. He really
Well,
could
you
have.
said
Or
what?
even Laugh Now,
What's
Cry
next
Later.
would have been
Nah,
better.
what's next? Not Busta.
Did you like Lemon Pepper?
Like, nah, but I
I
don't like
enjoyed
that
it.
shit, bro.
This man at first did not like that.
You didn't
At
like
first,
it?
I just thought it was
Yeah,
alright.
but that's the
Lemon
bird.
Pepper freestyle?
I leave it. I'll
No,
leave
the
it.
thing is, bro. Okay. I'll come back. All right, let me come back. All right, let me name another issue I got with this album. Right,
Oh, I didn't get my
get yours. Yeah,
real
get yours.
quick, my
off. Get
bad,
yours
my
off.
bad. I say
Wayne said, I just call it like I see it. I ain't even looking, nigga. I just walk it like I speak it. I ain't speaking to them, nigga. I see what he does. Like the word, like he flips words and stuff, but he's done better than that. Like
of course, but I'm saying because he's done better doesn't mean
I ain't
he didn't
starving.
get
I'm
off.
just greedy. All I eat is pussy. Like, and it's lazy when
And you're reading it in the look at how lackluster. Like you
No,
already
that's
putting it in the way
flow.
that you don't like it. So, but at the end of the day, you putting it against what he's done better. But
I'm
it
a
can't
dog.
be
If
for
you a
this.
dog, then pull your tail about your ass on. And
That's when he said that in the thing, it sounded hard. Like it's like, but you're doing it as your critique of.
I'm
what
just
you
saying
looking
it's
for
all
rap.
right. It's all right, bro.
I know,
I'm
but
not hating on it, but
and I would say the first it's hate when it's like if you're saying you jumped on it, mad emphasis,
I was
like, yo,
waiting.
that's da-da-da.
People was gassing
So you was
it.
thirsty for it. You was
nah,
thirsty
people
to
was
say
gassing it, so I had to acknowledge that.
At the end of the day, people gonna have their opinions. All this is subjective.
Of course,
You're
of
a rapper,
course.
bro. So you looking at
So
you
I hold these
dissecting.
niggas to a higher standard, bro.
So
That's it.
somebody could get off and not get off to your capability because you're the
Alright.
man.
All right, good looks, bro.
I guess Champagne Poetry was cool. It was pretty good. I liked Pipe Down. I like 7 a.m. on Bridal Path. I liked Fair Trade.
I still think that song is only good because of Travis.
Probably.
I can't agree with that. Drake held his own.
In too deep second half, like he said. Second half, Future was floating on that. Y'all, none of y'all said it, but like for me, no friends in the industry, just for the simple fact I'm a dancing type nigga. Like I could get off to that. Like I kind of like that kind of slaps
Yo,
to
I
me.
still feel like he dropped the ball on that. I feel like Project Pat should have been on that.
That one, yeah, no, for sure. That's a fact. Because that knife talk, I could do without.
Like,
I could do without.
It was meant for Project Pat. Like that's a whole Memphis.
Because that's a Memphis.
You feel me? I was mad confused.
And that's why, like me in
you can't say no friends in the industry that have a nigga. See, that's
no, but I wouldn't call Project Pat
that's
the industry.
Funny. That's a funny.
I wouldn't say Project Pat is part of the industry though. If anything, you know?
I'm glad you realize that's the Memphis. That's the bop. So that's why I like that song.
I like the flow of it. I like the flow of it
because it's like
the content.
I'm not even thinking about the content at all. That's why I was saying like when you put that in the whip and like I was driving and I like initially hearing that is pleasing to the ear in terms of like you could bump it. So I'm
because I didn't include it in my highlights. I don't think it's a low light either. Yeah,
for sure. I'm just saying the ones that particularly just
Knife
I enjoyed.
Talk definitely did not need to be there, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know who fought for that song.
And then I think that
no, that shit sounded like what was that shit?
You know, like
Savage
the
Mode
R&B
2
shit get along better, bro. Am I the only one who fuck with that shit?
Like I said,
which one?
Because it's not because it's not mentioned. It's not that we don't like it. It's just like it's not the thing that we go straight back.
So what are you getting
for the R&B though?
Out of here though.
Yeah, it's a good song. I just not the person that like stuck out to me.
What are you getting out the paint though?
Oh, bro. Cuddy, I gotta get you.
IMY too, yeah. Like, what does that stand
I didn't even stand for. I was gonna ask you that.
I miss you too. Yeah,
I didn't even think. I was like, bro. Knife Talk kind of
such an unforgettable song.
Yeah.
Hey, Juice got his credit.
You said, yeah, Juice. Yeah, I heard him on the intro and all that.
There's a word for this shit, bro. Someone just said it to me too, and it's like it's so bad that it's good.
What, for what?
What is it?
What song?
There's a term for that. Nah, it's like
for what song?
I Miss You Too. It's like, yo, what's it called, bro? What's that term, bro?
Contradiction?
Nah. I'll look it up. I'll find it. But like,
so you're saying it's so bad that
it's so good? Bad that it's like,
I don't think it's that bad. Like I just
could do without. Like
particularly
I don't even like that matchup to be honest. I don't think they needed to bridge the gap and just to make that shit.
You know, Cuddy's that guy, man. Like Cuddy's
actually don't legend. Get the Cuddy hype.
I don't.
Cuddy's a legend in the game.
I don't.
But like, no, I understand why you wouldn't get it. I think it's overhyped now. Like he could do many wrongs. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't just think, oh, you slap Cuddy is lit. I'm saying that's the reason why he gets these nods because he cultivated a lane at one point. I don't think he's killing.
He's not guiding it.
I don't think he is killing that lane at this moment.
I think Travis probably is.
Yeah, Travis. Travis is.
He took his time.
Yeah, took the whole thing. And not saying he bit it. He just did his version of that. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you. All right, if I'm getting you could throw yours into.
Cool.
Yeah, if we could throw some. I mean, if I'm getting shit out the paint, bro, it's in the Bible. I'm gonna say way too sexy on a personal note, but I understand if he keeps it. Just for the commercial aspect of it.
That's
TSU,
the best song
I'm good.
There. I don't know, man.
Knife Talk, I'm good. Fountains, just because it's just irrelevant to the entirety of the project, and the Cuddy track. I just want to see growth, bro. You feel me? I seen how Jay turned it around with 444. And started getting in a different bag. I want Drake to take a step back, take a couple years, let us actually miss you. The same way we were complaining about Kendrick being too inactive. Take a note out of that book, bro.
Drake needs breaks.
You don't need to drop every year.
Yeah, he doesn't. But the people make it seem like he does. He doesn't. You could
or even just drop a 3-pack. You know, I mean, you drop a 3-pack like Scary Hours 2. I'm not mad about that.
And you don't have to always be relevant, bro. It's cool. It's cool not to be relevant. It's cool to be missed.
Yeah,
It's
like
cool.
that's actually more saucy when you're the unpredictable nigga.
Yeah.
But when you always in our face, you lose your magic. And I think people are seeing that. And it's like it's another Drake album. If you like Drake before, you're still gonna rock with him because he's got tracks in here. But if you weren't a fan of him, nothing's changing.
Change. Get some help. It's about time.
Oh, that's another thing I was gonna say. The features. Like I said, Drake, oftentimes he puts on new artists, with the tracks. Like I found out about Snow Allegra when I had to find out, yo, who's this person he's sampling on Do Not Disturb, or even Jivian and Chicago Freestyle. Like, oh, who's that? You know, he does a great job at putting on niggas, and then it's kind of a missed opportunity when you're just recycling the same features we're so used to. We're used to you having songs with Travis. Future, how many more? Don't tell me we need a What a Time to Be Alive too. Don't give me that shit. Don't give me What a Time to Be Alive. I don't need that again.
Cool.
You know, this shit would have sounded a lot more fresh if he took the opportunity to put some new niggas on. Project Pat was the freshest thing on here.
Yeah.
When it comes to just like, I haven't heard you like that. Like on like collab
Shout out
with
to
Drake.
Yeba too.
Yeah, but too, I mean, I wish they actually had a collaboration instead of, she did amazing, but it's just like, it's more like an interlude like he did with Sanford.
Mm.
And man, could have got Sanford back on here, you know, Party, Division, like what?
And I'll still say Party was on there, bro. You can hear his vocals.
No.
That's crazy.
You can
hear that, and he still don't got a credit on there. That's tough.
Yeah.
My question is like, where do we go from here? Are we gonna really
for both of them?
Are we really gonna believe Drake when he says my next shit is my best shit again?
You know what's funny?
He's got
every artist is gonna say that type of stuff. And I honestly don't recall even hearing him say that this was gonna be his best shit. I think the fans were saying,
he said I think he said he was gonna be a little bit more thoughtful about it because he was making the comparisons when nothing was the same and how short that was.
Yeah, no, I was just asking because I personally, I was just asking if he did say that, that's OD, like because it's a big drop off from thinking that.
Based on the songs he put out on COB, he's talking about he's the GOAT.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna talk like people have empty.
Rappers gonna say that shit
empty, like in terms of like not empty promises, but like they be gassing it. A lot of these rappers be capping. You
we throw the goat around.
What we're talking about? We're talking about like the guy that says he's I'm top 5, not 2, right?
Okay, yeah.
But then you're not
sliding from third, like.
But he's doing that. But guess
what? But when you hear like Kendrick do it, right? we kind of listen. We kind of open our ears, like, nah, he kind of has a point. He kind of has like the evidence to prove that.
So does Drake.
Drake does have
he has the evidence.
What
he's saying that he's saying it based off stats, bro.
What you mean, what?
Oh, you're talking about numbers.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Well, not just numbers. He's got projects.
Like what?
Nothing was the same.
We're not gonna get into.
How long ago was
and
that?
Take care was a
If you're reading
classic,
this is too late.
How long ago was that?
If you're reading this is too late was
how long ago was that?
5-6 years ago.
But again,
Okay.
okay.
No. But the thing is, Dark Lane demo tapes
Kendrick's
to me
classic,
is a
how
great
long ago was it?
project.
Damn.
How long ago was
4 years
classic?
ago. His
2017.
His last project was
No, I didn't.
Classic.
I didn't say. Whoa, hold up, wait. So what's his unarguable classics to you?
You talking about Drake?
Good Kid.
Section 80.
No, for
Section
Kendrick.
80.
I say the same thing, but that's like a mixtape. But now it's on
Good
the,
Kid.
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly. Damn.
All of them. All his albums are classic.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
It's the COB.
He's got an 100%
Last project.
field goal rate.
Is it a classic?
Oh no, Drake's
Scorpion a classic.
No. That's
It's
not
More
what
Life a classic.
That's not what I'm saying.
What was that before
His
that?
classics are Nothing Was the Same. Take care. And I wouldn't say If You're Reading This Is Too Late is a classic, but it's in the top 3.
I consider a classic.
Tight
If
shit.
I'm gonna put Section 80, I'm gonna put If You're Reading This.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what I was saying is,
But
what Drake is talking about.
you try to make the argument that when's the last album he had? I'll argue that Dark Lane demo tapes was a great project, and if he
Was
didn't
it a
treat
classic?
it, no, I mean I can't
You
tell you.
can't
that.
say a
Like
classic in the time.
A
Like,
year later, I can't tell you.
Was it
And
a good album?
Yes.
Project.
Yes.
it was good. If he didn't even say like this is my Lucy's, if he said yo this is that project I'm giving you, okay, maybe I would want a proper outro and intro, but like I'm not mad at what he gave us. Deep Pockets.
Is it better than Cole's project?
I would listen to it more
Is it
than
better than Tyler's project?
I
Well, hold up,
I would
what
listen
not?
to those more, bro.
No, it's not.
Even though they're not better, I would listen
And
to it
again,
more.
But I'm just saying, like you're talking, and there's people that's not even saying they're the GOAT, and they're coming up with better projects.
But what you're saying, you're saying he shouldn't be able to talk how he's talking when in actuality he's talking based off a standard that's different from your standard. So
if you're just talking about numbers, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just
Let's talk about art.
Okay,
the
I know.
actual thing that you put in.
we're just no matter what, this is all speculation, right? So maybe he is talking about art, and in your opinion, he's wrong. And if he's just talking about stats, that actually he could
That's
stand on that. He could
objectively,
he could stand on that. And number two,
then Eminem's the GOAT too.
no, but hold up, we're going back. Well, I'm not.
Well,
Say that. Niggas will say
Some
that,
niggas
bro.
will argue that, yeah.
The word
he
goat,
actually raps.
the word goat gets used
Don't do
very
that.
loosely in this generation, by the way. Also, there could be two goats standing next to each other, and people think that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, think about what that means. Like a goat,
greatest.
greatest of all time, and they'd be like, "These are the two goats."
But the thing is, when I see a
a
Cole
fact.
and Kendrick, they're literally rapping their asses off where they're showing the evidence. When Drake does that, like, you're coming me, you're spewing me some
Rapping
bullshit.
your ass off isn't just the only evidence.
And you're doing this based
Great
off
music
your
is the
standard,
evidence.
and that's fine. It's subjective, my boy.
I don't think it's. I think like society is gonna say no. He's better in terms of rapping. They're better.
People say Mike is the GOAT, right? Not Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
Why?
Often off the greatness of me, that's my guy, obviously. But they also do the worldwide numbers that Mike did, all the records.
But that's deserving. He's deserving of that.
You are saying you're telling somebody that they don't deserve it. You're telling Drake he doesn't deserve it because you don't like Drake.
I'm talking about now. He's deserving with Nothing Was the Same. Take Care.
Michael Jackson is actually like a good parallel to Drake in the sense of like niggas could say the same thing back in like 2000. When was Mike's last?
Yeah, and they was knocking him for being a pop artist.
Because they would say his classics are Off the Wall and Thriller, and everything else is cool. They just got a couple tracks.
He doesn't have that much albums though. That's the thing.
He actually has mad albums. But
he has mad
compilations.
No, he has albums.
He has
yeah, he does.
Before he was super lit, bro.
I'm sure we actually had a conversation. You didn't even know like 10 songs off the top of your head.
Yeah.
I didn't.
See, like certain things I can't even. Come on, we can't even get into that, bro. But it's all just understand.
Go back.
But just understand that this is subjective. Like when you put in it as if it's like, yo, like this can't be true because of this. Da da da. I mean, it is what it is. I don't even be. It's not even that deep.
I think the camera might have died on niggas, dog. Because I
thought you peeped that.
I didn't. How long ago was that?
Okay, I thought it
just happened right now.
I thought it was flip. I couldn't.
It's right now.
Well,
damn. I mean, no. Let me check it. Real quick. Otherwise,
that shit beeped and everything.
On YouTube, bro. YouTube is gonna be like.
Well,
when was his last album? Invincible?
Mike?
Yeah.
He dropped when Kendrick dropped.
I guess we gonna finish this. If you watching on YouTube, apologies. I mean, we could still serve the audio listeners, but all right.
I was about to say I tapped out a minute ago, nigga.
All right, it's been another episode, and it's been a great episode. I appreciate y'all chopping it up. I'm in love with music, so for us to take the time to really just talk about these two albums that everybody else was talking about that meant a lot in the culture, I appreciate y'all input on it. So I love to see y'all back on here, and we could talk about how we feel about this couple months later, because obviously this is just like first reactions. You know what I mean? You got to live with this shit. You're going to feel it a whole different way. Because then we talking about Donda being a classic, but then how much replay value does it have later? Are you going to be?
It's not a classic.
Yeah, I think it's just too early to tell for all this stuff. But I know CLB is not a classic, and Donda, I don't think
it's classic.
It has classic elements.
Classic.
Yeah.
You can't hit shuffle and it's gonna be like a good song.
Like I said, I'm like stopping.
Maybe.
I'm stopping that whole trying to find out if something's a classic in the time I'm in. You feel what I'm saying? Because the only time
I feel like you can tell sometimes.
Sometimes you can. Sometimes it's clear cut, but then also again, it's subjective, bro. Because like some things age very, very well, and then you realize because again, Reasonable Doubt at first people wasn't jacking it, bro. That is a classic Jay-Z album. I know, you know what I mean.
It's one of his best.
Yeah. So it's like you never know, bro. Not everything out the gate, and certain NBA players wasn't ill out the gate. They became some of the greats, so you never know. So
we're gonna have to see. We're gonna revisit this for sure. It's been another episode of Bad for the Community. I appreciate everybody listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Tell your peoples about this, because this is you ain't gonna get this feedback from anywhere else. Feel me? And Drake, if you're listening, do better. Do better.
You on this nigga's back too much.